Sagittarius, welcome to the Tourmaline Tarot, getting some chakra mist and clearing it out here. We're going to start off with the Gypsy Witch. And I'm going to shuffle this because the intuitive shuffle's being sticky. But we're going to find out what's going on for the second half of February 2022. Let's see what's going on. 1, 2. See, the shuffle's like, All right, Sag. Aw. Okay. I will explain myself as I make sound effects. So, the wine. It's kind of the superficial stuff that makes you happy. There's that kind of like, okay, well, this feels good. I'll do this now. But then you have the lilies, which are for me, like, it's kind of like the Wheel of Fortune on a big scale. This is kind of that fate, destiny, you know, universe is kind of like, oh, by the way, and you're like, wait, what? Then you have the cats, which are kind of like a superficial top line, don't want to go too deep, I'll come around if I want to. So it feels like, and then with the pig, going back to this, the wine and stuff, there can be a feeling of overindulgence or overdoing it in some way, or kind of a complacent feeling of like, this is good enough, but it doesn't feel genuine because universe is like, oh, by the way, you know, did you notice it doesn't like feel good? Even though you think it feels good, it's not authentic, and you're like, oh crap. Because what about these cats? The safe is coming out in spades. I feel like the safe for this is you're not letting yourself out. The cat is not coming out of the safe. The cat's not coming out of the bag. You're not really showing who you are. There's kind of like this pullback of like, And I don't feel like it's 100% bad, because if the universe is involved and fate is involved, you're either pushing against it, or you know that something's kind of emerging and you're not 100% sure what the hell it is. Yeah, so I think it's going into that something's emerging. Something is coming out. Okay, here's the Dude card. It just can be a person, because they only give you a guy and a girl, so it can only go so far. But there's the Messenger. There is, you know, the rider, which is the messenger. There's, you know, you could be physically going somewhere, and there's the home. So you're getting called out on your stability and how you are coming into the world. Literally. Because here's the lion who's like, hello, rah, 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 and there's fire. So someone is getting a fire lit under their tush to be like, no, you need to move out of this kind of like, it's fine. Because here's the new cycle. Here's the new cycle on top of the piggy puss with the agreements. It's like you're making new connections, new contracts, new cycles. There's not, and new offers. There's a lot of new, but you're still kind of keeping it surface because you're not quite sure what all this new is. You're going to just status quo it. You're not going to open your mouth. You're just going to let it unfold. Because things are getting cut out. Things are getting change is coming. The harvest is coming in. And you want this. The ship is longing. You want to get there. You want this to happen. Ships take a while to get there. And the waters can be choppy or they can be smooth. And you're just not sure what you're getting into. You know, is this the Queen Mary, or is this the Titanic? You don't know yet. So yeah, there's going to be discipline, which I know is like a dirty word to Sag sometimes. Because you want me to do what? But yeah, the snake, like I said, you can't trust anything yet. Which one more? Yeah, so you're just watching. Here's the shepherd, literally watching. You don't know what to trust yet. And that's okay. You know, discernment is better than just being like YOLO. And then down the pike, you're like, what the hell happened? So now we're going to move on to the tarot. We're going to see what that has to say. 5 of Wands. Could this come out any harder for people? That's been like the theme. Is this kind of confusion and like, I don't know what I'm doing. You know, everyone just but the thing is, everyone doesn't seem to know what they're doing. So Page of Cups and Death. There's this news, you know, with the Page of Cups, there's this change. So yes, there is a change coming, but it's like a gentle change, because like the little dude's watering his flowers and they're his friends, and like that's really nice, right? So, you know, it might not feel good, but it's not malicious. That's what I'm trying to get at here. So ultimately, King of Cups. Yeah, there is balance on the end of this, because the page grows up into the king. It's looking good. You can kick back with a cold one. And Ace of Pentacles and the Lovers. Stability. The choice is coming. You know, the Lovers, Gemini, and we have Scorpio here too, if anyone's caring about signs. But ultimately, this is like the choices that you're making are contributing to this stability. So I want to pull on this King of Cups, you know, because it's nice to know you have balanced feelings and you've bossed up. But why? What? Justice and the Magician. So, yeah. You might have gotten spanked. You might have had to spank somebody, but the able to manifest stuff is here. Or any kind of manipulation, you've put the kibosh on, because you're like, no, we're not doing it that way. So, yeah, ultimately, you know, that's another Gemini card. You got Libra action here. There is the stability. I keep going back to stability, but it's like you're figuring out who to trust. It's kind of sorting itself out. Maybe not as fast as you want. So I was trying to figure out with the Lovers and Ace of Pentacles. The World. Hi. Yeah. So, yeah, you're literally like, old is out. We're moving on. So give me something on the Death card. I know, because people take the Death card super serious. I'm not saying it's not, but for me, when I see the Death card, I'm like, bring it. So the Seven of Cups and the Empress. Ooh, and you and the Sun. Hi. So we have the Seven of Cups, which is that confusion, which goes back to that kind of Five of Wands energy, because you don't know what to choose. You don't know where to go with it. Then the Sun is that moment that, okay, here we go. And the Empress is being able to start, to give birth, to grow something. There's a slew of major arcana sitting on this thing now. So essentially, you've got it. It's just trust the process a little more. I know that seems like kind of like an oversimplified thing. Like, it'll be fine. You're like, it's okay. Everything's only falling apart. But it's fine. It's like the last thing you want to hear sometimes. But okay, to be practical, what's the advice that Sag can do? High Priestess. It's that internal dialogue. It's that not saying anything right now, just kind of staying in that knowing vibe. Okay, so what about the High Priestess? What about her? Nine of Pentacles. Everyone is being asked to draw into themselves and reevaluate. So what happens after this Nine of Pentacles situation happens? Five of Cups and the Devil. I forget who else got like this whole kind of lineup of like, no devil, no regrets, like none of this, like bah, kicking it out the door. So I think there's whatever feels superficial, whatever feels kind of top line, you're not 100% sure how to trust it. You know something's emerging. Just trust the process. Now we're going to do a little bit of the crystal deck to get, two came out. Look at it split. I like that. So we have Wolfenite this is the cosmic pep talk, I like to call it. Wolfenite, feelings, cycles, and integrating. This is a need to identify those with whom you have a soul contract, go beyond the needs of the ego, and work at a spiritual level until the lesson or task is completed. Hematite, originality, inner confidence, and protection. This card indicates it's time to draw on your inner will to move forward, take responsibility for your existence, and work towards a state of grace. Yeah, so you're elevating, and this hematite's also protection to me. So there's, you're insulated. I want to be like, the universe has bubble wrapped you, and you just need you know, and then it's that real satisfying poppy kind, the big ones that like make that really good pop sound. So yeah, like the universe wraps you in the good bubble wrap and you're moving, you know, and when you get out of your little moving box that the universe puts you in, you're going to wake up and be like, this is really nice. I like the new stability that I have. So, all right, Sagittarius, that is what we have for the end of February, and I will talk to you later.